Hi everyone, welcome back to Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics. Guess what car is back in the shop? It's the 2017 Audi Q7 with the 2-liter turbo engine. This is the one that had the turbo malfunction where it wasn't building boost, so check out that video. Now the customer brought it back for another drivability complaint. It drives pretty well, but he said intermittently the check engine light comes on and a code pops up. This one right here, P0106, manifold absolute pressure barometric pressure circuit range performance. And well, I'll tell you what he asked me to do to fix this problem. So in this case, the customer pretty much diagnosed the vehicle himself. Now, I don't just install parts on a whim. He asked me to replace the PCV Breather Separator Assembly. Why is that? Well, apparently it's a common issue on these. And he said when he took off the oil fill cap when the engine was running, the RPMs went up, there was excessive vacuum in the crankcase. Well, that's a pretty definitive diagnosis. So let's do that, see what the car is doing, look at some live data, and then he brought an aftermarket breather assembly from Amazon last time. I told him I am not installing a Chinese part on a German car. It was kind of funny because the part number was wrong, so it wouldn't have fit anyways. So I told him go to the dealer, order by VIN, order this breather separator. It's a few $100, dollars, but it's the only thing I'm going to install in your car. So he did that. Here it is. Here's the new part. This is what it looks like. It's a little fancy. 7 bolts, and it lives right on top of the valve cover, kind of under this air cleaner assembly, so we're gonna have to remove that to replace it. But right now I want to run the vehicle and do that test that he did, taking off the oil fill cap. So let me select some data PIDs, we'll run it and see what happens. Alright, well, let's start up the car. Here are the data PIDs. Intake manifold absolute pressure, right now we're at 14.5. By the way, the owner already replaced the map sensor twice, thinking that could be the cause of this code, and it lives under here. You can't really see it, but nothing changed there. So let's fire it up, and I have a vacuum gauge that we can kind of cover the breather and stick the vacuum gauge in there, see how much vacuum is developing inside of the crankcase. Let's fire it up. Alright, let's let it stabilize a little bit. Fuel trims are active. About 4.6 psi on the map sensor. So let's open that fill cap. Crazy vacuum. Look at the RPM, 1700 RPMs. It's sucking my glove in a lot. Let's put that vacuum gauge in here. Hope you guys will be able to see it. Let's look at that vacuum build. Not crazy. The diaphragm must be torn. So it's not full engine vacuum. That's still okay. But I don't think that should happen. That's kind of excessive. So let's replace that assembly and then see what happens on the data, see what happens when we take the oil fill cap off. Alright, let's peel back the Audi onion a little bit. What's going on here? Did you replace the pigtail? Anyways, here's our prize. There's 7 bolts, and this contraption moves out of the way. That air cleaner assembly, that's pretty straightforward. It just sits on these rubber grommets. Unhook the air pipe, wire, vacuum line, and the oil fill tube was kind of in the way. So 7 bolts plus this hose connection right here. So let me get that off and hopefully this thing will pop right out. Alright, this isn't too difficult here. So I did remove ignition coil number 4 for ease of access, and then this little hose attachment pops off. There's a clip underneath. So let's see if we can wiggle this assembly out. Okay, there it is. Not too bad. Valves in there and diaphragm. So let's pop the new one in, run the engine, and see what happens. By the way, you can see the camshaft right through the valve cover. And it looks like the lobes are very thin and they're pressed onto a hollow shaft. That's modern engineering, but hey, it works, so we'll leave it alone. That screw looks like there's some metal dust around there. I wonder if someone stripped it. The owner tried to replace it and then he said he couldn't get one screw out, so I don't know what happened there. Alright, so the brand new OEM PCV Breather Assembly is installed. Let's clear the fault code. Okay, we'll read some live data, run it, see if anything changed with the oil fill cap. Alright, here we go. Fire it up. Okay, so it's stabilizing about 6 psi. Let's open the fill cap. Exactly the same. So we're off the hook because the customer self-diagnosed the vehicle and I confirmed the diagnosis. However, there doesn't seem to be a drastic change in the drivability, and this check engine light's intermittent. So we can take the car for a test drive, see if anything weird happens. But other than that, you know, what are the other variables? I don't know. Let's make sure there are no pending codes. No fault code. Let's test drive it, see what happens. Alright, got some live data going on. Let's see how this thing drives. Definitely pretty peppy. Very impressive for a full-size SUV with a 2-liter turbo. Let's see what the turbo did. So boost pressure sensor rate went up to about 33 psi. That's about 1 atmosphere. That's normal. Our map is reading about 3.5 under engine decel. And if we spool up the turbo, it should go up towards 30. Yep, everything works. So we'll drive it around the block, make sure there are no pending codes. Give it back to the customer. He just wants to sell it with no check engine light, so hopefully it'll behave. Alright, we're back at the shop. Car drove just fine. Drove perfectly. Let's scan for codes. Pending P0106. How about that? So we did not fix the problem. I wonder if there's a freeze frame code or freeze frame information. So I think we need to shut it down, take it for another test drive, get some freeze frame information. When is this thing setting? What is it not happy about? Audi Q7, let's take a look at this throttle body, see if it could be causing the intermittent P0106 map performance code. So, I got it propped open here. Now it's unplugged because if you don't unplug it, you risk your fingers getting chopped off. So I'll unplug the throttle body. And yeah, there is some deposits in there for sure. So all we can do is clean it out, run it again, look at live data, see if the throttle angle is a little different. We have the data from before, so it's the only thing we can do. Next easiest thing. Alright, here's what came out of the throttle body. Nothing too crazy. Weren't too many deposits on there. Let me get that hose back on and we'll take it for another test drive. Alright, back into OBD2 mode. There are no codes stored currently. Read fault code. Do generic. So it says pending, right? Let's take it around the block and see if that disappears or not. We could clear the codes right now because there's no freeze frame data for a pending code. Or we could not clear the codes and take it for a test drive, and if it sets again on a second trip, then it'll trip at the check engine light and set some freeze frame data. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's just take it for a spin without clearing the codes. Alright, so we did about 5 miles. Let's check the trouble codes. No check engine light yet. Read fault code. Generic. It says pending. So let's shut it off. Wait a few minutes. Do another drive cycle. And see if it still says pending. Well, after another drive cycle, 5 more miles. No fault code. How about that? So I'm going to return this Audi back to the customer and tell him to follow up with me. If the check engine light comes on, let me know, scan it. But if the problem is so intermittent, and we did replace, the breather, even though it didn't look like there was anything wrong with it, the same exact, quite a bit of vacuum in the crankcase. You open the fill cap, RPMs go way up. That's normal. It looks like that's normal, brand new piece. So we'll follow up with the owner, but for now, not much else we can do. So we're gonna ship it.